Friends, welcome back. It's time for Act 2 of Hoplomachus Victorum. BigDenoPlays Hoplomachus. Very excited for this. We are really enjoying this game. I am. I don't know if you are, but I certainly am. So we'll find ourselves back here at the arena. You can see our Secator still watching us with blood on the sand at his base. And we find ourselves at the Amazonian capital, having just defeated the Amazon Primus Virago. So Act 2 brings a couple of changes. We'll go over here to the book section. I did actually correct the sound issue, I'm sure you can see. So in Act 2, we actually add an additional unit with a tactic at the end of every rival lineup. So that is quite problematic. But, you know, as you saw in the last, we were travelling okay. So we'll just review our stats. 6 health, 6 leadership. We've used 2 blessings. So if we use 2 per act, that's a good statistics, I guess. Only 1 sign influence though, which is good. And we've got 2 black dice. I've been thinking about it. I don't think we're going to add any more dice. I think we're just going to focus on health and leadership from now on. And we're just going to stick with our 2 blacks. I found that I've used long bomb more than I've used his actual attacks, or long shot. Great, so we finished the last mission. So we did actually go, I'm not sure where we went, if we came from here to here, or if we came from here to here. So I will go and check that, because we can't travel back in the same direction we just came from. So we're either going to a bloodshed or a sport. I kind of feel like we came here, 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 then here. So we'll go up. We want to travel over to the other side of the map. And I think the best way for us to do that is to go via this harbour down here. So we'll just bypass New Argonauts and Vesuvians completely. And we'll go land over here, probably in Lemosian territory, before we move into, maybe the next one we'll face is Stygiana in Pluto's refugees. But yeah, we'll definitely go here to a bloodshed event, and that will be our first event to kick us off. So we've got a fully healed hero, and we did go for Teacher of the String. So each time a rival unit is defeated on a key hex, your hero may heal for 1 hit point. So Sacrificial Altar, that's a cool one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will build the lineup. Let's have a look at the wide shot. So we're starting with a single local unit. Now you can see for the Amazons, they are depleted. So when you have a depleted local unit stack, you just draw from the bag. And we get a Meteor Fighter with Tactical and Dodge. Another Kunlana Cestus. And how many is it? 3. A Defender. 4. A Tactician. And 5 is an Amazonian. So lots and lots here. 5 units, it's ramping up immediately. Now the tactic for this one is Hamstring. The tactic for this one is Adrenaline. And then the tactic for this Warseer is another Hamstring. Lots and lots of models to deal with. We can bring 3 units plus our hero. And I think we are ready to commence. So we will bring on this Meteor Fighter in location 1. This is a kill them all mission, so that is our goal, to kill them all. The Meteor Fighter has tactical. It is movement 3, so it can move towards an unoccupied champion's Dias Hex. So we will move it to there. So our deployment, we will deploy a crossbowman, I think. So the crossbowman deploys here. Now, the crossbowman can use normally a black and a green for its shot, However, unfortunately for us, this meteor fighter has dodge. We didn't actually see this in play in the last mission, but that means the maximum dice you can use is a blue, and so we'll be rolling 2 blues. If we get 2 hits here, we'll kill the meteor fighter, which would be very nice, and our hero would heal 1 HP. We do not, we only gain 1. That's a shame. So now we will go to the cestus. It does not have tactical. It has 3 health, 1, 2, 3. And the hamstring tactic will be applied to our crossbowman because this meteor fighter has tactical. So no moves here. This one will move 1 to here. And we'll roll 3 blues in an attempt to take down our crossbowmen. We would prefer they didn't. They roll 0 hits, which is outstanding. I think we'll bring on our hero. We can't use Teacher of the String or Furiora, but I think that will work well for us. First Strike allows us to use an attack or a special the turn it's deployed. So we could just use Sanguinomancy to kill that guy. No. Okay, cool. So we'll deploy him there. Oh, we did forget to do this, 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 and this, which of course probably would have changed. Not much about the meteor fighter. It can... oh, actually, well, it didn't matter anyway. They would have got pushed to here, and then speed 3, they would have gone 1, 2, 3 to here. So this is actually the layout. So the crossbowman will go onto the meteor fighter, and we'll score the 1 hit that we require to defeat them. And our boss is out of range to long bomb. So that's the end of our turn. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. We will deploy a defender with 5 health into slot 2. The defender is dazed and so can't act. They can't deploy tactics because there's no tactical anymore. So this guy will move towards the highest health, the strongest opponent, which is here. So we'll go 1, 2 to that position here. This will go here, this will go here. No, this isn't happening yet, it's our turn next. What do we want to deploy? I think we'll deploy our Camel Knight. Boom. So, we'll move our hero to here. And that'll do. And the hero will shoot. Actually, each time a rival unit is defeated on a key hex, your hero may heal 1 hit point. So we might actually just use our Sanguinomancy, which is a special ability. Defeat a non-elite unit within range. We're dealt damage equal to that elite unit. So we'll suffer 3, but then because we defeated him on a key hex, we'll heal for 1. So that's all right. I like that play. This moves, this moves, this moves, this moves. A tactician is deployed. There is an adrenaline in play. And so it will deploy adrenaline onto the defender. And so now it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and the defender is going to go 1, 2. Our deployment, our third and final deployment, we'll use a crossbowman. 1, 2, 3. Boom. We have first strike and D in. We'll move this one to here. The Camel Knight will stay where it is. And now we get to do our cool Teacher of the String. Ranged attack impel. Now, I'm just going to read the ability section because I wonder if you can use multiple abilities during that section. Let's find out. Movement step abilities. You may trigger any or all of your unit's abilities. If several units have abilities, you can freely determine the order in which to use them. So we can use Fury Aura 1, boom. And then we can use Ranged Impel. So both of these guys are valid targets. So we'll choose this crossbowman, who has moved this turn, and they will attack here. No, they'll attack the defender. So they managed to do a wound on the defender. And then this crossbowman will attack using first strike on the tactician. Kills the tactician. And this crossbowman will strike on that defender and do no hits. And our boss will use his strike on that dude for 2 more hits. So we do actually heal another wound because we defeated another person on a hex with the sacrificial altar. It's very good. It's very good. The Warseer is deployed. The Warseer can deploy Hamstring. The target for Hamstring is the deadliest opponent without Hamstring. The deadliest is the most dice. All 3 of these are valid targets. We'll put it on the Camel Knight because they're all 1 dice. So the Camel Knight is hamstrung, but I think we're okay. The defender will move to here, and the Warseer will move 1, 2, 3 to here. She comes on with 2 health. We'll use Ranged Impel on our defender, on our crossbowman, to shoot at the Warseer. Yep. So we defeat the Warseer. We will use Fury Aura 1, and then our boss has 2 blacks, and our other crossbowman has a green and a black. So that's a very easily handled scenario. We may have forgotten to move these, but I don't think that would have had very much impact at all. Well handled, well managed. So we've successfully defeated a bloodshed event to kick us off in Act 2. So we mark off our first Act 2. And so we're not going to increase our dice. So it's either health or leadership. I think we'll start tracking up our leadership because we're staying quite safe when it comes to health at the moment. Cool, we'll go to the wider shot here. So our next option is to move to another bloodshed, and so we will do that. And we are still in I healed again because he was also on a hex. Good work, good work. It's another bloodshed. Hero or Hair of Heracles. Your hero has absorb and dodge. Fun. It's just our hero. I think we can handle that. So all of these go back into the bag. And we will face off against a local unit. There are no local units, and so we have a tactician, 2 basics with no tactics, an attacker, and a peltist. So our hero has absorb and dodge. Absorb is, I think, the maximum they can take is 1 damage. Yes, and dodge is the blue dice is the maximum they can roll. Awesome. This will be a pretty straightforward mission, I think. The tactician comes in. He will move 1, 2, 3 because he has tactical. Our boss comes in. He can use first strike and a long shot 3. It's Fury Aura 1, which he can't use in this turn. We'll just roll our 2 blacks. That's 2 hits. We defeat the tactician. Dropping chips on the ground. The attacker comes in play. He has 3 health. 1, 2, 3. He does not have tactical. Oh, these move. Gotta remember that. And that is all for the attacker. So it's our turn. Our boss will move 1, 2 to here. This will move, this will move, this will move, and this will move. Now this peltast is deployed with 3 health. It's deployed in slot number 2. The attacker can move 1, 2. The peltast has first strike. It can't reach first strike, but it will use its heave. And so the best dice it can roll against us, is that only on attacks when this unit is attacked? And his heave, no, heave is just roll an attack dice. So we suffer 1 wound. Our boss will move 1 to here and use its Fury Aura. And then it will roll 2 blacks. And it will defeat the attacker and be immune to retaliate because it has defeated the attacker. This will then bounce back. This will bounce here, this will bounce here, and this will bounce here. The peltast's turn. It's in range. The maximum it can roll is a blue and a yellow. So it will use that. It does 1 hit to our boss, which is all it could do from absorb. Then our boss will move to here. We'll use Fury Aura and see if we can roll 2 blacks. We can. And that is another successful bloodshed event. So we will level up our leadership again. That was fun. So we're going to move into the glorious... it doesn't really matter which way we do this. So we're going to move down here to an opportunity. So let's have a look at the 2 opportunity events. Hungry Ocean. Oh, have 4 non-elite Atlantean units in your camp. Special prowess at home in the water. Or Profane the Gods. Get your hero upgraded to either health 12, leadership 12, 4 black attack dice. That one's probably going to happen. So we'll Profane the Gods. That is an event, and so we mark off another day. And then we will move down here into Klingon, and we will have another bloodshed event in Klingon. So there is some local units in there now. Klingon. So this platform, this is a fun one with the platform and stuff. Bloodshed, Dragon's Teeth. Whoa, this is crazy. Rival units have health 2. Okay. Let's do it. Acestus is the first. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have an attacker, a warseer. There's no tactics anywhere in this. Oh, there's an extra unit added to the end. I definitely forgot that last mission. I don't think we're in any danger between you and me, but an attacker is added and we add a tactics, which is adrenaline. Yeah, I don't think we're in any danger of losing that mission, but that's okay. All rival units have 2 health. This is going to be awesome. Okay. So let's start. So the Cestus is deployed on number 1. He has Retaliate and Hurl 1. It will play Adrenaline on himself to go to speed 3. He does, however, not have tactical, and so he does not move at all. We will deploy our Camel Knight, I think. We'll deploy him here. Very good. Actually, our tactician has been so good when it's on top of the thing. How many range attackers have we got? None, 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 none. If we get our tactician on the board now, we can potentially... Yeah, I think I'm actually going to use my tactician, which is a crazy decision because he's only got 2 health. We could play prepared on him so he ignores dazed, but I don't think we need to do that. No. We will not move with him even though he's tactical. So we'll go on to this Warseer who does have tactical. Comes on with 2 health. It is a non-local unit, so it's looking for a consistent hex in range of an opponent, which there isn't one. 1, 2, 3. This one is looking for a platform hex in range of an opponent, which it isn't one. So it's going to look for the platform hex. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it's our deployment. We will add our boss. Can't use Fury Aura. That Warseer is going to be quite annoying, I think. Yeah, so we'll go 1, 2, 3 here with the tactician. So the tactician's now dazed. And we'll have to deploy here. Damn. All right. Yep. So, and then we'll throw our 2 blacks at that dude on the platform, which is enough to defeat that Cestus. Good start. Their turn. They're deploying the tactician. The tactician can move. It is looking for a consistent hex. 1, 2, but then it is dazed. The Warseer is already in range, and so the Warseer is just going to use 1 red dice to do a wound to our boss. Our deployment, crossbowman. Our boss will go 1, 2. The crossbowman, we will use ranged impel to shoot the Warseer. So we do 1 wound. And then the other shot from the crossbowman does another wound. Our boss will fire 2 black dice at the tactician on the hill. Gets 1 hit, and our tactician will use 1 red dice to kill the tactician on the hill. This is all the units we can have, but I think we're going to be fine. Velas, retaliate, and deflect. Comes in with 2 health. Our boss is speed 2. So this is not a local unit, so we're just going to go 1 to there. Doesn't really matter at this point. 1 to there, 1 to there. Actually, we'll go there and we'll use our long bomb on that Velas. So fails to do a wound. Their turn, an attacker comes down in spot 2, 1, 2. The Velas is going to move 2 to a consistent hex in range of an opponent. It doesn't have one, and so it's going to go towards an opponent. However, it will be dazed, and so that will be the end of that. Our turn. We've got Fury Aura and a red dice on that guy to kill him. So we'll go 1, 2. No, we don't need to risk anything here. Yep, we'll just stay exactly where we are. The Fury Aura will trigger, and the Tactician will do 1 red dice to him. That's it. Defender will come down with 2 health. This attacker can't get into range, but it can get into range with this Tactician, and so it will do so. The Defender is dazed. Our Tactician will do a red dice. The Crossbowman will shoot. Crossbowman kills the attacker. Another attacker comes down. This Defender goes 1. This attacker is dazed. Our Tactician goes here. It is on higher ground, and so it kills him because its red dice is doubled thanks to Perfect Strike. This one will go here. That's it. Is this attacker going to kill my Tactician now? The odds are good. So I am better off moving my hero to there because he will then attack my hero, and we don't want to lose that guy. Our hero suffers 2. Tactician then kills him with his red dice, and Retaliate does not trigger. Good, another bloodshed event down. I think we will go for, let's try and get this Profane the Gods ability. So we'll go for another leadership. So we're at leadership 9. And that's it. So our map, you can see we are here in Kunlun. So we will move to this harbour. We'll expend a day and we'll travel to any harbour on the map. We're going to come over here to the Lemosian harbour. And from there, so which direction do we want to go? Do we want to go into Atlanteans and prepare against Kraken Lance? I do like the Atlantean map. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that is perfect. So we will go down here to a sporting event. And the sporting event we have is the Pummeling. It is a King of the Hill event. And we're in Atlantis. No, we're in Lemosia. Ooh, Lemosian King of the Hill events are tough. The Pummeling. Look at all these units. We are smashing. Alright, Lemosians. So this is a cool map. This is all different levels. So local units have movement 3, including defenders. This is a bad sporting event for us. Defender units add black, and right on top is a defender unit, the NACOM. Oh well, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. So we add a local with a tactic, which will be stun. Then we're going to add 2 bag units, and the second one is going to have a tactic, which is going to be adrenaline. Alright, well, we can deploy our hero and 2 units. Defender units add black, which means our Camel Knight is also going to add black. So I like that. Alright, well, let's kick off in this sporting event. So we need to score 6 points. We'll track that with the dice here. First unit to be deployed is this NACOM. It's got 5 health. That is punishing. Deploys here. Does start dazed. It is speed 3, which is very bad, but it's going to have 2 blacks. Do we play our prepared to allow our camel knight to move? No, I don't think we do. So taunt is we have to target them, and swap is something else. What about... Maybe we will just use our crossbowmen to dig in and our boss to just keep shooting them. Yep, we'll deploy our camel knight there. So the next unit to be deployed is this warseer with 2 health, and it will apply a stun to our camel knight because it is able to do that from anywhere. It's then going to move. There's no range, so it's going to look for the highest hex in range of an opponent. So 1, 2, 3, because it's a local unit. 1, 2, 3. Our turn. So we'll deploy a crossbowman. We can protect our boss, so we'll protect our boss, I think. The boss will go. This dude is stunned. That stun's going to go away. The boss can use a long shot. We'll put it on the warseer. Does a wound on the warseer. And that is it. So we'll deploy the attacker with 3 health. 1, 2, 3. Coming on here. We now play adrenaline, and it actually goes on the attacker because it's the slowest unit, and that's 3 at the moment. So the target they're going for is the highest hex in range of an opponent. So we'll do 1, 2, 1. Strongest opponent. So that Nacom is going to roll 2 blacks. And the warseer rolls 1 red. Oh dear, we actually roll... They're both higher elevations. So they are both going to get an extra black. So if I roll 2 hits on this, we've lost our camel knight. Ooh, camel knight's alive on 1. That is punishing. No, he's alive on 2. He's got 6 health, not 5. Took 4 wounds. Red, black, black, black. Our turn. Has to be a crossbowman. So the Parthian, one ally that is not adjacent to an opponent may immediately make an attack this turn. Does not count as its attack for the turn. Alright, well the Parthian has to move, I think. It has to move to here. If it does that though, then this attacker is going to move in and attack us, which is very bad. This is King of the Hill, so there has to be a Tribune, which we would make the attacker. And when would that guy use swap? Trigger this if it allows a rival unit to get an attack or special when it otherwise would get neither. Okay. So I've got it. So we move to here and we just use Fury Aura, which kills that. We then shoot the Nacom with our archer, with our camel knight, and with our crossbowman. So the archer, sorry, the boss gets 1. There's no retaliate. The camel knight's a defender, so he's going to roll a black in addition because he's a defender. He gets 1. And our crossbowman gets a black and a green. And gets 2. So the Nacom is alive on 1 health. But he may be killing our crossbowman. This is a sport event though, so we're okay with that. The attacker, 1, 2, 3. moves to there. The Nacom is going to fight the crossbowman. Is a sport event, yes. Because it goes for the strongest opponent. It rolls 3 blacks because of this pummeling. And yep, targets our crossbowman. All 3 hits. The crossbowman goes down. That's a real shame. Doesn't die though, because it's not a bloodshed event. Our hero has 1 health. There is no downside to us killing the attacker and winning this event via defeating the enemy. So if we move to here, we can use Fury Aura, which will do a wound. And we can then fire twice. Our Camel Knight can move once to here, which potentially can protect our boss. So the Camel Knight defeats him. Sorry, that had to be the boss, because it's 2 blacks. The Camel Knight is a black and a green. And he gets the job done. So that's it. We clear the mission. Unfortunately, our boss suffers wounds. Down to 1. Oh, look, he's already on 1. So, do we take a unit at this point? Do we take this Nacom? Give us another defender. Swap seems like quite a powerful ability. Or this Warseer. Tactical and quick strike. I think we'll take this Nacom. Alright, our next mission, we mark off a day. We're going to move down to a bloodshed event. And it is Nomads. Add a number of bag units to the end of the rival lineup equal to the number of different factions in your troop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's going to be 6 bag units. This is going to be a challenge. I like a challenge. So there's no Tribune. So 1 local unit, which is this Demacharius. That's the local unit. And then we're adding 4 bag units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus a 5th bag unit with a tactic, which is an attacker with speed. Oof. Some fast units in this one. First deployment for us. Who is it going to be? We can deploy 4 units. So I think we just go the boss, the Camel Knight, and the 2 crossbowmen again, and just ping away. So Demacharius comes on with 4 health and retaliate, and it gives itself +1 speed. Punishing. Crossbowman, actually. So the archer comes on with first strike. Only 2 health, but there's no one to shoot with first strike. This one goes 1, 2, 3, going towards the farthest opponent. No, strongest opponent. So now we can deploy our Camel Knight here. We'll move our crossbowman to here. The crossbowman will then use its dig in. No, it's just going to roll 1 green. That's a shame. Does a wound. No retaliate triggers. The Cestus comes on with 3 health, and it's here. The Archer moves 1. The Demon Chariot will move to here. This is going to hurt us, but it's alright. Because the Camel Knight will take the blow. So it's going to be a black, an extra black, a blue and a yellow, for being on a higher level. Ooh, 3 wounds to the Camel Knight. This is a bloodshed event, you know. Don't lose the camel, man. No. I think the boss has to come out now. So we can't use ranged impel. Can use first strike. Can't use Fury Aura. So we'll do it in this order. Yeah, the Camel Knight will move forward. The boss will shoot first. 2 hits. And if we are really, really fortunate, our crossbowman who has not moved with first strike and dig in will get the job done and ignores the retaliate. Good, good. A Peltast with 3 health coming into spot 2. No tactics to be played. Movement, this archer not in range of anyone. 1, 2 movement for that one. Can't move. We'll deploy another crossbowman here. The Camel Knight will move up. Crossbowman will move to here. 1, 2 for our boss. So the boss will actually do this instead. The boss is going to use its ability to allow our crossbowman to shoot. It's going to shoot at that archer. Gets a wound. We will then also shoot the archer. Gets a wound. Defeats the archer. And we will use a long bomb on that Cestus guy. Gets another one. It's the end of our turn. Cestus comes in with 3 health. It is dazed. So this Cestus is going to go here. This Peltast is going to go 2 to here. We might be losing our Camel Knight. That would be a real shame. So the Peltas is going to fire at the crossbowman. And we'll accept that hit. Oh, I've used the wrong dice. It's a yellow. So it's only 1 damage. Now, the Cestus... Actually, I've done that wrong. So what actually happens is it uses heave because it can target a weaker opponent within range. And so it will roll a green and it will not wound our boss. Then the Cestus will go, he'll attack the Camel Knight. He rolls 2 blacks and 2 yellows. Come on, Camel Knight. Oh, the Camel Knight survives. This guy's lived a charmed life riding his little camel. Okay, we have some choices now. So this Cestus is not going to be able to attack if we don't move on to the thing. Okay. 1-2 move, 1 move, no move, no move. We'll use ranged impel on that guy to shoot with a green. He does a wound. We will use the Camel Knight hurl 1. I probably should have hurled 1 for someone. Choosing places it that is no more than X hexes away from this unit. No, we didn't need to. Wouldn't have got anyone an extra attack. The Camel Knight is going to try and kill the Cestus. Yep, it's a no foul situation, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't take a retaliate damage, so we're fine. So now this crossbowman will shoot because he hasn't shot yet, and he will kill the Cestus. Our boss will fire twice on the Peltist, and we will also fire on the Pestis with our crossbowman who has not moved. So the Peltast is defeated. The last attacker comes in with 3 health. Cestus goes 1-2 to there. We will move our boss 1-2 to here. Actually, there's no need to do that. We don't need the benefit that much. We've got plenty of dice coming this guy's way. Do we move the Camel Knight? No. So we used range impel with the dig in. Gets 1 wound. We'll use a normal shot. Gets 1 wound. And the boss gets another wound. The Cestus is defeated. The attacker goes 1-2. Our boss will move to here. Our Camel Knight will move to here. We'll do a wound with our Fury Aura. Our crossbowman we will ranged impel. Hasn't moved. Does 1. The boss is rolling 3 blacks. Defeats that attacker. Good mission. Challenge. Challenging one. Nomads. In for a penny, in for a pound now. So we'll mark off a day. We'll mark off a leadership to take us to leadership 10. Everyone comes back. And we'll move out of the Lemosian region into Atlantis underwater. Which means it's Trident time. And we have an opportunity in front of us. So we'll have a look at these 2 opportunities. Discard a number of tactics equal to your tactic capacity while in the Kunlun region for secret ways. Or shoot the axe head. In a single event, defeat 3 or more rival units with the defeating damage being dealt by a non-adjacent unit. Sounds like a good one. Let's do that. Mark off another day. Sporting event. What have we got? Trial of experience. All rival units have health equal to the weak number you are in for the current act. That's awesome. Let's do it. Okay, so we have a local unit, which is the Radiarius. So these will go in the bag. Boom. Radiarius. And the Radiarius comes with a tactic. He comes with hamstring. Sure, I got a hamstring in here, don't I? There it is, 1 hamstring. We also have a non-local unit, and it will be a defender. And then we bring 1 more bag unit with a tactic because of Act 2. Did I remember to do that? I'm sure I did. And it's got adrenaline. Sure I did. I did. I did. Okay. So these all come out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 health. Well, this will be interesting. It's non-lethal. So we can surrender at any time, Deno. I would like that Ready Arius though. I like those guys. Speed 3, health 3. Very, very cool tacticians. Very cool. Actually, that could be my favourite. Maybe my favourite unit. Tactical. Unfortunately, he's going to grab that thing. So this is a spar event. So he's going for unequipped trident. So he'll just move to here, 1, 2, and he'll take the trident. Who do we bring on? Crossbowman. Can shoot him. He's going to kill whoever he just throws at. Because he's just going to shoot him. It's a sport event, so we're okay. We'll bring Camel Knight. He can't do much. Deploy Defender. And we'll hamstring the Camel Knight. Whew. It's going to take some hitting. We'll bring a crossbowman on. And we can dig in and first strike, so we will. Sorry, this guy, he moves towards the farthest opponent, which will be here. And then we can throw the trident, which does 3 damage. So that's it. We then deploy the crossbowman. Crossbowman shoots. Gets 2 damage. 1, 2. The Camel Knight has not moved, and so it can attack the Ready Arius. It does 1. Adrenaline will be played on the defender for what it's worth, which is annoying. So their turn, this guy deploys with 7 health in spot 2. He's got retaliate and deflect. Okay, the defender's going to go 1, 2. We will deploy our boss. The Ready Arius will hit our Camel Knight for just 1 damage. Our boss will shoot the Ready Arius. Does 2 damage. Our crossbowman will dig in for 2 damage. 1 damage. And the Camel Knight, come on brave Camel Knight. Oh, he misses him. Damn. That's actually quite bad for us. Yep, so the Ready Arius, everyone's going for the trident holder actually, so 1, 1, 2. So the Ready Arius just does 1, the defender does 1, so our Camel Knight is defeated. And this is a sporting event, so we're okay. Tribune will be, it has to be the Ready Arius. Oh, our hero's on 1 health, it's fine, it's fine. I think we'll bring on this NACOM, which is our last unit. And she'll immediately pick up the trident. She can't do anything this turn, but she's got the most health, so she'll survive. Boss can now use his abilities, so he'll move 1, 2, and he'll use Fury Aura to kill that guy, which is the dude that would take his health down to 1. It's already at 1. Crossbowman will dig in, shoot this defender. Gets 2. Go in here. Both of them will attack our NACOM. And that's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. So we're probably okay now. Swap. Is there a way for me to use swap? This unit may switch hexes with an adjacent unit. There's no value in that. Okay, I think we'll actually stay where we are. So we'll just use Furiora. This is irrelevant now. We're going to throw 2 black dice from our boss onto the defender. Gets 1. We'll throw the trident, which will go there. And then our crossbowman will shoot without moving and gets the job done, leaving us with 1 retaliating, deflecting Velis that is a problem. So the Velis will move 1 to here to pick up the trident. It will use trident throw using the priority list to determine who is... They're all the farthest, so we get to choose. So we'll put on the crossbowman because the crossbowman will survive. And we will use Furiora to do a wound. Crossbowman will move 1 space and will throw the trident for 1, 2. We will also swap positions like this. Our boss will shoot for 2 blacks. So we're there. And we get it for 1. Unfortunately, our boss doesn't suffer retaliate, so that's all. Velas has to throw the trident. It uses the farthest opponent, so it has to be one of these 2. We'll shoot our crossbowman. So our crossbowman is also defeated. The trident is here. Boss will go 1, 2 and shoot 2 blacks at the Velas. Does 2. Do we need to actually get the trident? Or are we better off? If we go there, yeah, defeat him with our thingy ability. Okay, we succeeded, barely. We'll take a Ready Arius into our camp. So we now have eight units. And our boss alive on 1 health again. Our next event will be another sporting event as we move from here to here. I'd really like, what's the special prowess Embrace the Dark do? What does it actually do? Oh, your hero transfers 2 of its HP. Wow, that's awesome. You can just move your health around. I mean, I don't really need to, given that I've got 1 health, but... Okay, so our next event is a sporting event, which is Pluto's Emissary. Cool, to capture the flag. I like capture the flag missions. Let's do it. So there's a local Atlantean unit. It is a harpoonsman. And he comes with a tactic which is bolster health. We also have an additional unit which is a non-local bag unit. It's that Demetrius. Ooh, he's joining our team. And then we add a Vesuvian unit to the lineup, which is this Magma Rager. The Demetrius has adrenaline. Sporting events, capture the flag. There is a flag, and we can choose who the thing will be. I think we will have it be this Demetrius because we want to defeat that guy, I think. Yeah, okay. So the harpoonsman comes down and it's going to bolster its health to come in with 4 health. There's no targets on the board for it to shoot, but there is a flag right there. So I think we will bring in our Radiarius, who does have tactical. Again, sporting event, so we don't have to worry. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 and pick that up, which is good. So unit number 2 is the Demetrius. It comes on with 4 health, deployed into spot 2. Comes in with retaliate, we don't need to worry about this. And adrenaline is played on the harpoonsman, so it is speed 2. The harpoonsman does not need to move, and so it won't move. It's going to shoot our Radiarius with 1 hit. And that is all. So we will now bring on our Camel Knight. Brave, 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 so Camel. He'll deploy here. And he's not going to do anything, so we're just going to move the Radiarius to here. Do we throw the trident? Hook lets us move someone around. This unit, choose a unit that is actually 2 hexes away and displace it so it's adjacent to this hex. No, we're fine there. So the Magma Rager comes on with 3 health. It has Blasphemous and Retaliate. So Blasphemous is it rolls an extra black dice. No, whenever this unit is dealt damage from an elite opponent, that damage is increased by 1. Cool. And now the harpoonsman will move 1. The Demetrius will move 2. The flag is our goal, remember Deno, the flag is our goal. So the harpoonsman's going to shoot the Camel Knight because we'll intercept the blow. Camel Knight suffers 1 damage. We deploy our boss. He'll move 1, 2, 3. And he will throw the trident, which does 3 damage because he is a local unit. The trident is now here. We will long bomb on that harpoonsman, which defeats the harpoonsman. It's good plays, Deno. Good plays. So the harpoon is there. This is a sporting event, so we're going to recruit one of these, hopefully. I do like that harpoonsman. That's it. So this one is now going to move towards the unequipped trident. And it will go here. And the magma rager will go for the farthest opponent, 1, 2. So he'll throw the trident at the farthest opponent, which is the camel knight. 1, 2. And that is it. It is now our turn. So we're tribune. We'll move here. We'll use our Fury Aura, and then we'll attack the Magma Rager. We get an additional hit, so we do 3 damage. The Magma Rager is defeated. The Radiarius was supposed to move 1, 2, 3. We don't want to retaliate, and so that is all. We will not throw the trident at this stage. The Democarius goes 1, 2, and we'll attempt to attack our boss because it's the farthest opponent. And the Camel Knight will accept that hit bravely. Camel Knight suffers 2 wounds and is alive. We haven't lost a unit in a long fight, I can't recall. Radiarius, 1, 2, 3. Again, we can just defeat the dude. Boss will shoot 2 blacks. 1, 2, 3. Boss does 2 blacks, doesn't suffer ranged. Camel Knight throws a trident for 2 damage, kills him. The boss stays on 1 health. It's a sporting event, so we can recruit either a harpoonsman, a magma rager, or a Democarius. So we've got 2 attackers. What is our layout looking like right now? We have 2 defenders, 3 defenders, 3 archers, 2 tacticians. So maybe we take one of these 2. The Democarius is a slightly less effective, but it has more health. So I think we'll take the Democarius. We move upwards to a bloodshed event. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Infamous. When accepted, you may gain any amount of Scion influence to add the same number of camp units in your lineup. So it's a local unit, 1, and then we've got 3 units, and the last one has a tactic. 1, 2, 3. It is an attacker, so speed. Damn, that's so annoying. Given that reptilian extra speed is a problem. Bloodshed event. We don't have that, but we do have a trident. That is not a trident, that is a flag. There's our trident. Okay. Reptilian, you say? Well, the reptilian's going to come on with 3 health. And he's going to adrenaline himself, so he's speed 2. The question we have to ask is how many Scion influence do we want to add into this mission? This is a defeat them all mission. Our boss cannot do it by himself. So probably it is a minimum of 2. potentially we would be better off with 3. However, that does add our first Bane to the bag. We'll do 3, we don't want to risk losing. So we're going to add the Bane Gigantic to the bag. Probably should have done that before we drew units. Fine. So we can deploy up to 3 units, including our hero. So I think the first unit we deploy is definitely the ready Arias to grab that trident. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that guy's speed 2 now. So I think instead, speed 2 is so annoying. So annoying. Camel Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reptilian will move 1, 2. Oh, sorry. We'll deploy this tactician. 2 health. Oh, we can decide actually. So we'll do this. The tactician will go 1, 2. Pick that up. And the reptilian will go 1, 2. That stops us from getting shot. That's brilliant, Deno. Brilliant. He can't use the trident throw on the first turn, so. Boss comes down. Yep. Shoot the tactician and the camel knight will move to here. So the tactician. And come on, camel knight. Yeah. Well, the downside with doing that is now our boss is definitely going to have to spend a blessing. This is here. The next one to deploy is the Cestus with 3 health. 1, 2, 3. This guy moves 1 to here. And he then throws that at our boss. That is a special, so we can't intercept the blow, I'm pretty sure. That's only attacks. Yep. So our boss has a trident. We use a blessing. And we will recover back up to 6 health with a trident in tow. Our turn. 3rd unit deployed is a crossbowman. The boss will move to here. We'll use Fury Aura. Actually, do we need to do that? I don't think we need to do that. The boss will stay there. The Camel Knight's actually going to move back. We'll just pepper this guy with shots because we can use first strike, dig in. That's 1 damage. The crossbowman, 2, 3. We can't long bomb though because we are out of range. The trident, no, is currently on our Camel Knight. Attacker comes in at 3 health, speed 2. Cestus, 1, 2. Can't hurl anyone. We'll do this. We'll move the boss, 1, 2. Fury Aura. And then we'll throw the trident at him. He dies. He will use his ranged impel on that guy with a range attack, which does 2 damage, and then another range shot from the crossbowman. Gets the job done, no retaliation. I think that is also us shooting the axe head. Defeat 3 or more rival units with defeating damage being dealt from a non-adjacent unit. Yep, that's it. So special tactic, strength of sinew. There it is, cool. What does that do? This unit has +1 range. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. It's a bloodshed event. We will move our boss up to leadership 11. With full health. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. We've shot the axe head. Mark off a day. We're moving here. We've got a sporting event. It's flag of the capital, and then we will move into the final battle against the Suprimus in Atlantis, Krakenlance. The final event before our Primus battle. It is flag of the capital. You cannot use local units in your lineup. So the first local unit is a Retiarius. That is unfortunate. There is then 3 units from the bag. 1, 2, and this one has a tactic. 3, it is an attacker, which means the Retiarius is going to be speed 4. That is not ideal. Not ideal. So we can't use our Retiarius. It is a capture the flag mission. So we can decide who the Tribune is. Our hero is at full health, so we probably do want to pick someone. So I think we'll make the Tribune this archer. We can't use our Retiarius. He is excluded, but we do have 3 other units. Okay. So, flag of the capital. Down comes the Retiarius. 1, 2, 3 health. He's deployed here. He has tactical, so he gives himself adrenaline, and then he moves straight onto that. There's no way for us to survive with any of our ranged units. This Demetrius might be a good option actually. Speed 2. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to bring on a Demetrius. It's a unit we picked up in one of our sporting events. So we'll deploy him here. The Peltist comes down with 3 health, deploys on the flag, and that's it. The Retiarius will move. Its target is the farthest opponent, so it will move to here. It is already in range, and so it throws the trident onto our Demetrius. And that is it. Hook will not allow it to do anything, so that's it. Our deployment. I think the Camel Knight is the best option. So we'll deploy the Camel Knight because it can intercept the blow as our Demetrius is holding on to the trident. However, he can't intercept blow this turn. So what we will do, the Demetrius is just going to attack. This is a problem. Tricky. Do we bring on the boss? Peltus is going to move 1, 2. And it is going to target the trident holder. So our only option here is to throw the trident into the Retiarius. Yeah, we'll throw the trident into the Peltist, so it does 1, 2 damage. Peltist is here holding the trident. And that's the Demetrius' action. The Retiarius, yeah, so they'll now deploy the archer, who is the Tribune. We'll go on spot 2. The Peltus will move 1, 2. It's going to use heave, isn't it? Heave. Triggers if a weaker opponent can be damaged by a heave and will be targeted with this unit's attack. Damn, that geometry. Is this a bloodshed? No. It's fine. So it is going to use heave onto the Demetrius. If we roll a miss here, it'd be great. The Demetrius goes down. Oh, actually, it throws its trident, doesn't it? Rival units always use the trident throw using the priority list to determine. Yeah, we're fine. Trident thrown onto the camel knight. Flag is still there. And then the Radiarius will do 1 with his red sword, red dice. Okay, now we're in the mix. So, 3 units plus our boss. Do we bring the boss down? Or do we bring a crossbowman? Or do we bring a tactician and rush for the flag, maybe? I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to try for the flag. Do we have another tactician? We can't use our Radiarius, damn. So that tactician will go to there. He's going to move 1, 2, 3. The camel knight will move 1. And the Demetrius will move 1, 2. So the tactician can't attack. The camel knight will attack. Now we'll do the Demetrius first. He's going to attack here on this Radiarius. Oh, he gets 2 wounds. 1, 2. So we know that the consistent damage is going to be better. So I think what we will actually do is throw the trident. I don't really want to throw it at the archer. Or do we just attempt to kill the Radiarius? Not using the trident throw. It's a risk. Yep, we will do it. We'll not throw the trident and we'll just attack the Radiarius with a green. If this comes up, it's a glorious plan. If it fails, we're in bad shape. It's a glorious plan. Yes. Yes. Okay. Interesting choice now. So this attacker will deploy 1, 2, 3. He's deploying on the flag, which is a problem for us. And so the flag holder, no, opponent with trident. So the archer is going to attack the camel knight. The peltast is going to attack the camel knight. And the attacker can't move. Alright, well, heave is going to go, but we'll do this archer first on the camel knight. Has to go on the camel knight. Yellow and black. Does 1. Now I think the peltast would go. However, it is going to use its heave onto the Demetrius because it can attack a weaker opponent. So it misses. That's outstanding. All right. We're a chance here. So the Demetrius will go 1, 2, 3. Camel knight will move to here. Demetrius will attack the peltast. Kills the peltast. Camel knight will throw the trident at the attacker. and the tactician will kill the attacker with his red dice. No dice required. And we will not roll any dice. The archer will move directly towards here, and then it will shoot at the farthest opponent, which is the camel knight, and it will roll a red and a black, and it will do 1 damage. And it's now our turn, and so the tactician will move 1, pick up the flag and the trident, 2, 3. This guy will move here, and this guy will move here. We will not attack. Taunt has to trigger on him because he has taunt. He kills the camel knight, however, we can then move with our tactician to here, and we win capture the flag. Good work. Fun capture the flag mission. So, nobody dies because it was a non-lethal event. We mark a day, and we now get to either recruit a unit or take tactics. It's 1 tactic, so we'll recruit a unit. It's not going to be an archer or an attacker, so it's either a peltast or a radiarius. Now I have 3 archer type units, so I think we'll take the radiarius. I like them a lot anyway. Plenty of units over here. Alright, we made it into the final battle for this act. And so, if we go and have a look at our book, for Primus battle, the second one, we are facing 1, 2 local units plus a Primus plus 2 more local units, and we have 4. We do not have to add another unit to the lineup. So, all right. So 2 locals, which is 1, 2, a harpoonsman and a reptilian, Kraken Lance, and then 2 more. 1, another reptilian, 2, a defender. A lot of hit points on the board. Tactics is triggered from the first 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have a bolster health, we have a stun, and we have a hamstring. We also have 8 health for Kraken Lance. 7, 8. So this is a lethal event. We're coming in with full health, which is a nice thing to be in. And we can use up to 4 units as well. We have strength of sinew, which could be used here, potentially. Sanguimancy. Sanguimancy might get used, actually. Okay. It's time to deploy the first unit in this final battle. It is a harpoonsman with 2 health. However, the harpoonsman will then play bolster and go to 4 health. And bolster health is gone. It's now our turn. We'll play a radiarius for absolute sure. He's going to come on with 3 health, and he's going to move 1, 2, 3, and take that. We will then bring on a reptilian with 3 health, who has taunt and regen. He would play stun, but he can't because there is no one in range. The harpoonsman is already in range, and so the harpoonsman will just shoot at our radiarius and do 1 damage. Who do we bring on now? Camel Knight, maybe? Yep, we'll bring on our Camel Knight. Coming on with 6 health. what do we bring on our boss? Boss doesn't do anything for us right now. I'd really like a harpoonsman with range 3, as a matter of fact. Camel Knight is going to be dazed, and so it can't use abilities on our turn, but it will be able to use its ability on the next turn. So we'll bring a Camel Knight. Gladiators will move to here, which is adjacent. Kraken Lance is out. Boom. He will apply a stun to the strongest opponent. Damn, that's bad. He is speed 3. 1, 2. The reptilian will move 1. And the harpoonsman will move to here. And the harpoonsman will... Kraken Lance has got regen 1. That's punishing. Shoot at the Radiarius, hopefully not killing him. Oh no. And the reason why that sucks is because he is stunned, which means he can't use. Unit is fatigued until the end of its next turn. It means he can't use his abilities. Actually, yeah, no, it has to go on that. It goes on that target. So the Radiarius drops. That's a real shame. He is defeated. I am potentially in some trouble. I really need to bring some archery units down. It's got to be the boss. It's got to be the boss. We're going to have to use a thing here, so we'll deploy on the trident. We can use first strike. We will use first strike. We'll shoot 2 damage on Kraken Lance. He will then heal himself for 1 with regen, which I'll keep here. Do we use our Sanguimancy to kill a reptilian? I don't think so, not yet. That's the end of our turn. In their turn, another reptilian comes down. The stun goes away. Hamstring on the Camel Knight we don't really mind about. He'll regen. He will hook. Move to here. Already in range. Dazed. So I think what we need to do is use hook. So hook, we'll just read the timing of that. Hook, this triggers if this movement allows a rival unit to get an attack or special when it would otherwise get neither. So that'll go there. Yep. Alright. Well, we'll do the reptilian first into the Camel Knight. So he suffers 1 damage. Kraken Lance we will put into the Camel Knight as well because of intercept blow. A black and 2 greens. Oh, 3 damage. That is punishing. Alright, well we don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so now we bring on a crossbowman. It goes here. Then we will use the harpoonsman as well, sorry. It goes on our boss. We definitely will not be taking that shot. Goes on the boss. Okay, 1, 2. So now the crossbowman, we will first of all use a dig in first strike using ranged impel. We'll do that on Kraken Lance. 2 wounds on Kraken Lance. Our Camel Knight will also do that. And now our boss could just kill him The crossbowman will shoot on him again. Does 1. So if we use Sanguimancy, no, it's defeat a non-elite unit. We use Furiora. And then I think we probably just throw the Trident. No, we just roll our 2 blacks and hope that we don't fail. Oh, it's a wonderful turn of events. Get out of here, Kraken Lance. You dickhead. Defender comes in. The Reptilian is going to pursue our boss. This Reptilian is going to move towards our boss. This one is already in range. There's no more things applied. So, on the boss from the Reptilian, does 1. On the boss from the Harpoonsman, does 2. And that Reptilian's out of range, that Defender's out of range. I think we're okay here. We have not yet lost. Oh yeah, we did lose our Ready Aria. So we've got 1 more unit to deploy. Crossbowman. Has to be the crossbowman. 1, 2, 3. So the Camel Knight will move 1. No, Camel Knight will not move. Camel Knight will stay where it is. The boss is going to throw the Trident at the Defender, I think. But that's not going to happen now. Alright, so correct timing of events. So, we're not going to move anywhere. We're going to go on to the tactics. We're not going to play a tactic. We are going to use Furiora on the Reptilian. 1. We're going to use ranged impel on this crossbowman to shoot that Reptilian. We successfully defeat that Reptilian. We'll throw the Trident at the Defender. So we do 2 damage, and the Defender now has the Trident. So the reason we do that is now the priority target is the farthest opponent. So this Harpoonsman is going to go here, this one's going to go here, and this one's going to go here. He's going to throw the Trident again at the farthest opponent, so this crossbowman. And this Harpoonsman's going to shoot there and do 2 damage to this crossbowman. And then the Reptilian to kill the Camel Knight. Don't hit on both. The Camel Knight. The unkillable Camel Knight. Alright, the question we've got to ask now is, can we kill everyone? Geez, we've got to be a chance. Okay. Move to here. Use Furiora to there. We'll then use ranged impel on this crossbowman here to shoot the Reptilian. Come on, crossbowman. Oh, only 1. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Furiora done, ranged impel done. So the boss, Camel Knight can only do 1 here. So the boss will put his attacks onto the Harpoonsman. So he does 2 damage to the Harpoonsman, leaving it on 1. This crossbowman will shoot the Reptilian and do 1 damage. The Camel Knight, geez, if the Camel Knight gets this, we are absolutely locked in. But if he doesn't, we're in trouble. Come on, Camel Knight. Yeah! Camel Knight is unstoppable. We will throw the Trident at this Defender. No, we'll throw it at the Harpoonsman, because that kills the harpoonsman. The trident goes here. The defender, so it has an unequipped trident as its target location. And so both of these hexes are valid. And so it's going to move to this hex here because that is our choice. And that's it, because then our boss goes here, throws the trident and uses Fury Aura and does the 3 damage to that. We defeat Krakenlance, the second Primus. Huzzah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health on our boss. We did lose a brave Atlantean Retiarius who sacrificed himself to grab the trident from Krakenlance before he came near us. This guy is very appreciative of our efforts. And that is it. So we'll still find ourselves in Atlantis for the next little while. But let's have a look at our... so we would draw bag units, however we don't need to draw bag units. We do gain a hero prowess. So hero prowess is nice. Crossbowman 1 health, Camel Knight 1 health, Crossbowman 1 health. It's good stuff. It starts getting very tough now as the rival deploys 2 units in its first turn from this act. We get a hero prowess, I believe. Let me double check when we win that battle. Combat rewards, bag the rivals, fully heal, gain 1 hero prowess of your choice. Let's have a look. I think we wanted to go with Explorer. After changing regions, roll an arena die, the Parthian heals for 2. Recruit a random bag unit, gain tactics up to your tactics capacity. Violent shot is good. Stand tall is probably not necessary. Dress for war, we'll save that for the last one. So yeah, I think we'll go with Explorer. It just provides us a little cheeky benefit as we travel around the map, which we are about to do a couple of times. We have, how many units in our encampment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can have 2 more. And our next event will be a bloodshed. So, bloodshed, opportunity, sporting event. Or we go here. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go. So our next event to start the next day will be a bloodshed. That will allow us to gain Profane the Gods and gain this special prowess, Embrace the Dark, which seems very cool. Our bloodshed event is that archery units have extra range. Oof. That is going to be amazing. Cool. So that is it. That's the end of this episode. Act 2 completed in Hoplomachus Victorum. We will be back for another episode in the exciting Act 3 where we have to face off against the Primus Stygiana. Very cool. She was actually the chick I played in my first little run through. She was very good. Yes, and so we should get through this, and we'll definitely get to face off against the Scion. I've never fought a Scion. I haven't tried that out. So looks like we'll get through. I can't see us not successfully reaching the end at this point, given that we still have 5 blessings in hand and we have only received 1 Bane, which is very cool. Yeah, not needing to rest as our boss has been just able to dodge away from damage and stuff has been pretty cool. All right, friends, that's all. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Big Deno out.